What's happening, everyone? I'm moving into this trailer today. So that's what this video is about. Moving out of the Fuso into the trailer, towing it with the Mobzilla. So we're here at Chris McLean Metalworks, aka Adventure Hammock Systems. He makes amazing hammock mounts that we've been running for years. And anyways, we're moving into the trailer today. We've got some hitch stuff to work out. We've got our spare wheels and tires from Buckstop. We've got our beast of an F-550 Mobzilla here. Just had all the Buckstop goodies done to it. So this truck's amazing. This camper's pretty amazing. And so we're moving everything out of the Fuso so that we can get the Fuso ready for sale as our camper for the F-550 gets built. As you know, this isn't our first time living full-time in a camper trailer. When I first got my Jeep Gladiator, the day after I bought a used A-liner camper trailer and lived in that A-frame trailer for a few months, had a blast doing that. I also lived at a campground with Amanda in her 36-foot trailer. That was quite a bit different. That was more like a big home. But this thing looks like it's perfect size. This is a 13-foot camp light trailer by Living Light. You can see the graphics have seen better days, and it's a 2013. So it's a little bit old. Coolest thing about this trailer, and the only reason I bought it, the number one reason, there's no wood in here. It's all aluminum and Asdel construction, which is a fiberglass kind of panel. I saw Asdel first on the Cirrus truck campers back in 2018. I learned about it. Real cool material. But yeah, no wood, you guys. Check this thing out. There's actually an aluminum floor, which is maybe the worst thing about it because the floor gets really cold, but it's really strong. Dometic fridge, no big deal. Dometic air conditioner as well. Just that right there is a couple grand, which is half of what I paid for this. Wet bath right here. So yeah, you got the toilet there, you got the shower up there, all contained in one. Nice RV, locking RV door there. Really nice latches, but all aluminum, you guys. And this is the Asdel. It's super thin. It's definitely very fiberglassy. This is something you'd see in camper trailers nowadays that are 4 or 5 times this cost. So I'm moving everything in. As you can see, I got my spices, all my stuff. I actually didn't get any video of this before I started moving in. It's been hectic. I'm trying to leave for Arizona like today. In 9 days, I fly out of Arizona to Pennsylvania to go to the East Coast. And yeah, I'm just moving into this trailer right now. I just got it yesterday. But anyways, love these latches. Love the aluminum construction of everything. It's just super solid. You can see the storage down below. The bed's epic. But yeah, look at that, all aluminum frame. It's incredible. And I got this for a steal of a deal. It needs some work though. You can see the window shades are pretty rough. This one especially is just totally broken. Yeah, it works a little bit. Not really, but the windows themselves are pretty cool. Dual pane acrylic. They're cheap though, you know, they're not, these are no turn Overland, but I think I will maybe replace them with turn Overland windows. So yeah, the air conditioner's cool. It's got a propane heater. It's even got a microwave, Dometic fridge. There's a 2-burner flush top right here. And I might actually, since this needs new countertop, I'll probably redo the whole countertop with some nice butcher block or similar wood epoxy. And this is just standard kind of crappy sink. You can see something spilled here and actually got into it. But yeah, be totally fine to just junk this sink. Oh my gosh. I was like, that seems really loose, and it just came off. So yeah, new sink. But yeah, the goal with this trailer, you guys, is to live out of this until the Mobzilla camper's done. And we're getting the Fuso ready to sell. Because as you know, once the Mobzilla camper's done, I can only drive one at a time. Putting the camper on here, the Flow & Customs flatbed, the Bison Overland camper, and then we'll move out of the trailer into the camper right here. The Fuso is very comfy and warm right now. Super nice to have the diesel heater, but yeah, we've got unpacking going on in the Fuso. So yeah, we just got all of this out. Oh, hi, Code Girl. Everyone wanted to see you, so I figured we'd come say hi. The sun's coming out. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we got our Hest Outdoors pillows and Aeronaut Outdoor hover quilt that we'll be transferring over to the new camper. And yeah, just got to throw a mattress in there and we're good to go. What do you say, Code? Should we keep packing up? Get this show on the road? Yeah, let's do it. What a wild, like, 6 months it's been. Like 6 months ago, I sold the Jeep. And then I bought the Fuso, moved into the Fuso, drove from Arizona to Canada, met up with Amanda. She lived with me for a month in it. She flew out, you know, had transmission issues, bought the F-550, drove back to Arizona to be with Amanda and her family, drove back to Oregon with Amanda, and she worked here for a few months. I got the F-550 all buck stopified, and so that's what I did here in Oregon the last few months. Worked, did sponsor videos, all sorts of stuff, caught up on videos, and boom, now all of a sudden it's over and we got a new trailer and we're trying to get out of here as fast as possible. And it's just crazy how much time flies. I'm very fortunate for all the opportunities, and selling the Jeep is the reason I've been able to do all of this last year. And it's been incredible, but I'm about out of money. So we got to stop buying stuff, sell the Fuso here in a little while. And that was kind of always the plan. You know, I'm going all in on the Mobzilla build, and then we're selling the Fuso. That'll replenish some funds. You know, I make money on YouTube and things like that too. So not to get too much into finances, but it's definitely been a lot of money going out. But yeah, I feel really fortunate, but with that said, it's been stressful. Yeah, it's just been nuts. Let's keep getting packed up and head on out of Oregon here. And of course, the same rug from the Fuso. Nah, just kidding. Blow this thing out. Clean it out. Also, shout out to Evan, the guy that I bought it from. The wheel fell off of this trailer as he was driving it the day before I bought it. And he was like, dude, I'm so sorry. And, you know, I understand if you don't want it anymore. And I'm like, dude, it's all good, man. Thank you for being honest about it. And kind of just trailer stuff. Like, if you don't torque a wheel, it's going to come off. So as long as it's fixed correctly, like, it's all good. But he was just really cool dude, real honest about the condition of the trailer, and made me feel really comfortable with buying it. Bought this really nice adjustable drop hitch. Not this one, this one. And yeah, it's sweet. It's a stow and go, and it's got 2" and 2 5/16. It's secure, but it's still not low enough. This thing on 41" tires is big. So this is a 7" drop. This one drops as much as 11 inches. It'll also do 9. So we're either gonna need 9. I think we're actually gonna need 11 to get this thing leveled out. I haven't been able to feel it behind the truck, like really at all, other than the fact that there's no tongue weight. And so it's just been bouncing back, and it's been bucking up the back of the truck, and just been all janky feeling, but it's still solid. So once we get that down and get the right amount of weight on the tongue, the trailer will kind of settle in. But right now it's just like jumping and wanting to just boom, boom. One thing I wanted to show you about this trailer too, it is all aluminum. Even the frame of the trailer was aluminum from the factory, but apparently they had cracking issues, and so the previous owner swapped the aluminum frame out for a steel frame, which I was a little bit sketched out about, because I'm like, well, who did the work and how quality of work did they do? And then I got underneath and I was like, dang, this is way overbuilt. So let me show you. You'll also see once we get underneath why it's sitting about 2 inches taller. So it's got more ground clearance. It can fit some bigger tires. We might end up, like, I really want to cut some stuff out and fit bigger tires, but look at this, you guys. This is this guy's handiwork. Tons of bolts. So basically, let's get under here and show you. So this is the stock aluminum frame of the trailer. This is the new steel frame. So what he did here was welded on these brackets to the steel frame and then bolted through the aluminum frame. A million kajillion bolts. It could literally have a quarter of this amount of bolts and it'd still be super strong. That's why I look down here and I'm like, okay, whoever did this way overbuilt it. They didn't just patch it together to sell it or anything. They built it for themselves and they didn't want to break it again, most likely. So yeah, you guys, pretty stoked with that. But let's get this new hitch on and see if we can get this thing leveled out. So I've only got this wrench. The ball keeps spinning. I need to hold it. So I grab one of my clamps here, clamp that down, and then I should be able to get in. And look at that little makeshift vise off the back of a rig here. Now we're getting that ball super duper tight. Oh yeah, I had this on the tire. Just the main piece to our whole deal here, no big deal. So unfortunately we need the reducer sleeve in there. Jeez, this has so much play in it. That's ridiculous. Everything's all up here. This is why I didn't want this receiver sleeve, and a hitch tightener would certainly help. I should probably get one because this is a little bit ridiculous. Just going down the road like this. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot better. It's still too high in the tongue with an 11-inch drop. That's how big this truck is. But this will work. Drove down the road at 65 miles an hour and it felt fine. There was no, the sketchy thing with trailers is speed wobble. There was no speed wobble, nothing at all. It's all up and down, back and forth from improper tongue weight. But now it should feel a lot better. And I guess I'm happy with that, but I don't think the lights work. So I'm gonna leave you guys back here and then I'll check. Well, I'm glad I did that video. They do work. Awesome. That's one less thing to worry about. This window is cracked. He told me that in the for sale ad. This was here. I've gotten so much done today. Haven't filmed much for hours because it's been just the same old thing, moving stuff from there over to there. I just feel like a janitor right now more than ever. These are just the Fuso and bike lock and hitch lock keys. Anyways, still packing, that's all. Cheap little table for now. Oh, that's mattresses. Yeah. fun story about this mattress. The lady at Walmart was like, can I help you find anything? Real nice lady. I was like, looking for a mattress. She's like, oh, right around here. I just marked a few down, half off. This is the last queen. And the reason I'm stoked about this is it's got like a black bottom here. So putting it on this aluminum, it's one thing with aluminum is it does get, like, you can see in the corners, that kind of a little bit of a wear. I got stuff everywhere, so let's get this bed up there. I don't know how I'm ever gonna get it out of here, to be honest with you. Might be living in here forever. It scared me. Listen to that. It's so loud. The air comes out of that. Oh wow. I gotta get it in place. It's getting bigger. We'll get our Hest Outdoors pillows on there.
Up next, we've got a Better Home and Garden runner. Of course, there's no green in here. It doesn't match the bed because I wanted to be colorful.
There it is. What do you think? It's a runner. Bum, bum. Yeah, I like it. Kind of a lot going on with these patterns, but maybe I shouldn't have got a pattern. Maybe I should return this runner. I'm stepping all over it though. Ah, shoot. It doesn't really match. It doesn't match my pants. It doesn't match that rug. It doesn't match this. Not an interior decorator.
Clearly, I'm no interior decorator. So, of course, that runner got returned and we got a more suitable one. But that wraps up this video. Thank you guys for watching. I am stoked to show you my new 13-foot Camp Light, Living Light, all aluminum trailer. This thing's awesome, and I'm excited to show you my plans with it for the future. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the trek from Oregon through Nevada back to Arizona with this trailer. We're also going to take it to King of the Hammers. And of course, we want you along for the ride. So comment, let me know what you thought of this video. Hit the like if you enjoyed it. And thanks to my patrons for helping support the channel, keeping fuel in the tank of this big old F-550. We'll catch you on the next episode if you are down to mob.